Mawakili wa naibu rais Rigathi Gachagua wanaitaka mahakama kusimamisha kusikizwa kwa hoja ya kumtimua Gachagua, wakisema kuwa katiba imekiukwa. Wakiongozwa na wakili Paul Muite, mawakili hao wanasema kuwa shughuli ya kusikizwa kwa maoni ya wananchi kuhusu suala hilo ilipuuzwa na hivyo kuhujumu katiba. Muite anasema kuwa wananchi walisisitiza Gachagua aondolewe pamoja na bosi wake, ila bunge la kitaifa na seneti halikuzingatia maoni hayo.
Then it would be possible to challenge the election of an elected official by reference to the turnout of voters. You are elected in constituency X where there are 20,000 registered voters. Only 2,000 came out and voted in the election in which you were returned. That is the way the Constitution works. There is no compulsion that everybody takes place. There is no threshold set out in the Constitution for a return on public participation. Again, my lord, the reference to an opinion poll and to pollsters is again irrelevant in assessing the adequacy or the efficacy of public participation. I submit, my lord, that in promulgating the Constitution in 2010, the people of Kenya were very deliberate as to the structures and institutions they set up. There are thresholds contained in Article 145, and those thresholds refer to numbers of members of parliament, both of the National Assembly and of the Senate. And if there are any numbers to be referred to, it is those set out in Article 145. My lord, there is an allegation that there was a resolution passed at night and there was a concern at the speed at which the process is taking place. Again, in that submission, there is no statement that the second respondent proceeded or sat irregularly, or that the transmission of the resolution from the National Assembly to the Speaker was irregular. My lord, all of them took place within the prescribed constitutional parameters, and the speed at which any of those took place is not impeachable unless it can be established that they took place outside the time prescribed by the Constitution. My lord, in respect of the order from your brother, Mr. Justice Mwongo, in Kerugoya, and I am glad to note that my learned colleague, Mr. Ndego Njiru, is now present. When we were before Mr. Justice Mwongo, an attempt to make these submissions that have been made on the part of the petitioner, that there was non-compliance with that order, were made. Mr. Justice Mwongo, and you will see from the pleadings, directed that nevertheless, that Kerugoya matter be consolidated with the matter before the three-judge bench. And my substantive submission is as follows. There is reference to a petition in Kerugoya where Mr. Justice Mwongo gave certain parameters in which public participation must take place. I believe it is petition number 14.
It's in his supplementary affidavit.
It is in the supplementary affidavit filed as annexure RG 19. My lord, my submission is that this cannot then be the forum in which that order is enforced. There is a direction that a bench is to be established. I am not sure whether Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, has established a bench.